Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. My name is Noah Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit, and joining me every week is my brother Pedro.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Pedro's Creative Tech here at Adafruit, and every week we're here to share 3D printed projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
That's right. This is a show we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to make inspirational projects. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Let's check out Discord. We're hanging out in the live Discord chat. We're going to shout out everybody in just a few minutes. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
Everybody hanging out in the world. Shout outs to a couple people hanging out in the chat room. Good morning to Wester, Andy Calloway, Stuart Riggs, Blitz City,
Liz City, hello.
Hanging out in the chat room.
Morning,
Larry,
everybody.
Beetle, Betty in
Betty.
the YouTube chat.
Okay.
We're also on Facebook, on Twitch. Good morning, everybody hanging out.
Yeah, we're going to stick to the Discord chat room, so if you want to see your comments in the show, you can hit us up on Discord.
Which is at discord.gg/Adafruit.
Yeah.
Come on, hang out. What is it? 30,000 of us all hanging out?
Really?
Yeah, we had a banner the other week. It was like green. I don't remember the number.
No, that's the Python newsletter.
Whoops.
Yeah, it's fine. We got a lot of banners to sort through. So let's go ahead and jump through the morning housekeeping stuff as we do. So we'll pay some bills, so bear with us while we get this situated. Adafruit.com/free. There are deals going on while supplies last, and supplies are flying off the shelves. Yeah, so for orders that are $99 or more, you'll get a free half-size Permaproto breadboard. For orders that are $149 or more, you'll get the half-size Permaproto plus a randomly selected Stemma QT board. If you have an account with Adafruit, we'll make sure that you don't get the same one twice. For orders that are $200 or more, you'll get the Stemma QT randomly selected breakout board, the half-size Permaproto, and free UPS ground shipping for continental US only. You can get as many as you want, or some. How many freebies can I get? There's the thing here, so check it out. Go to adafruit.com/free for all the deets while supplies last. Okay. Help wanted, heading on over to the jobs board. You can find out all the latest openings and positions from the community. If you remember last week, we had the pleasure of hanging out with the folks that are working on the Light Pong project. And they have some job openings, and we told them, hey, you should post up your job postings on jobs.adafruit.com. And they did. And boy, they have every position here. UX designer, front-end developer, back-end developer, middle developer, firmware developer, gameplay developer, QA developer, and developer.
You said mid-end developer?
I'm just joking. But yeah, check them out if you are interested in joining a really cool set of folks and team. Very fun project, too. So check it out at jobs.adafruit.com. Help wanted. Is my audio okay? Hi. All right, what else are we doing? The newsletter. Shout out to everybody subscribing to the Python on microcontrollers newsletter. We're at 9,000 folks that are subscribed. So if you want to get your projects in front of 9,000 people, you can hit up Ann Barella or CP, right, at adafruit.com. It's an email. You can email and submit your projects or products that have to do with Python. Sorry. The microcontroller thing isn't, it gets me confused. Okay? And then the other newsletter is the new newsletter. Happens once a week, and it's focused on products. You can go to adafruit.com/newsletter, subscribe to that one. Okay. Halloween is still upon us. We're in the midst of it. We're very, very close to it.
Next week.
Halloween Hackfest is still going on. You have about 8 days left. Head on over to the link, hackadayio.com, and then click on contests. You can find the Halloween Hackfest. It's still going on. And there's only 29 submissions. And check them out if you are inspired to do some cool Halloween projects. These are some fun projects that folks are working on and submitted for the contest. But it's also great to just kind of scroll through and see get inspired by some of the cool fun ones. I really like this animatronic Halloween candy dispenser. I was checking that one out. Very, very cool mechanism for kind of dispensing candy. Yeah, very, very fun. But other cool ones too. So check them all out at the link, hackaday.io. And you can submit your project still. And for more deets, check out the website. But yeah, that's the Halloween Hackfest. We need some music. And then back over to the Discord. I think that's everything I've covered. Hello, everybody.
Let's see, getting all the
You okay?
notes.
Okay, you're just
Posting
quiet.
all of the notes over here, making sure everything's going.
Everything's going.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into this week's project.
Oh, right. This week we have 2 camera setups. We have the overhead and the underhead.
Let's go on over there. This
Over
week, PT had a really good idea of continuing on to the wireless LED project and installing them into some of these Lego bricks for, wrong camera over here, for the Infinity Stone. So this is a project that JP documented, and there are a couple of instructions on how to set up your induction coil onto some beautiful wood. PT wanted to take that step further and design some 3D printed bricks that you could actually install into. So if you jump over to the overhead, this is what we got going on. We got a 2 by what is this? 2 by 1? No, 2 by 2?
Maybe. I don't know.
2 by 1.
Legos, sorry.
Yeah, neither do I. I just pretend to know what I'm talking about with the Lego stuff. So
Lego compatible, folks. Not Lego.
Yeah. Which is funny. We have stocked some Lego compatible boards on the shop.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. So these are the little conductive ones. They come in 2 different sizes. In the kits, we have a small version and then a larger one. We are using the bigger ones here because they have a bigger range. Have some of the smaller ones on here. And when I got these in, I was like super excited that I didn't think I would have to do any modeling for this. But of course, they do not fit in regular Legos, the bigger ones anyway. So I had to model some Lego bricks that would be compatible with these, so they fit inside here. And the really cool thing is that you can actually lock these in place, lock these in place like
You
that.
get closer if you'd like.
And they twist in like that. It just locks them in, so you can have a completely non-destructive, edible little Lego bricks. I forget what year we worked on this bigger. It's a 2x6 one, and we were embedding some sequins inside of here. A lot more smaller to have a 1x2. Am I correct on this? Is this 1x2? Anybody in the Lego fans in there on the chat rooms? I believe that's what this is. So super easier to do, but of course this works anywhere. This one only works when you're super close to one of these induction coils. If you jump over to the other, sorry, you're gonna have to do a lot of camera switching for this one. You can see the range on this one is pretty, what is it, 6 inches or 150 millimeters away?
Yeah, so some context, the actual coil is behind this piece of foam core. This is a piece of foam core, very inexpensive material that you can get from like the dollar store.
Yeah.
It's just the black variant, so like the inside of the core is also black, but that's just the little details on the foam core. That's where it's hidden. It's behind here. We would show it to you, but I don't think we're set up for that.
Right. I'll turn it around a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, just showing the distance on these, and you can set these up with a brick that has either one, or you can bring up the levels on there and have a brick that has 2 of them. Oh, I'm talking into the wrong mic. Go to the overhead, and here is an example of the one with 2. So we have 2 different types of bricks that you can install this into. And same sort of dealie.
There you go.
Same sort of dealie. These all snap in, and you have this little wall separator that will keep them in place.
Go much closer. Let's see if you can get. There you go. There you go. So that's a good look at sort of the geometry of the little 3D printed brick. Any special details that you need to print this thing? Maybe some supports or something?
No supports.
No?
The
Okay.
Yeah, there's no support. So
You're
this
out of
one's super
frame
easy.
again.
And these take about 10 minutes to print out, so super easy to set up for your Lego build. One of the things that I wanted to show this off with, because of the way that these are, John Park was showing how to make these, but a lot of the examples that he showed were on the, something that's close to your tabletop. This wouldn't actually work for something like a building because the distance for the little ones are so close. You have to be right on top of it. So
some context. There's 2 versions of the kit. There's a large coil and a small coil. The small coil operates off 5 volts. You're not going to get much brightness or much distance from that one, so that's why we kind of focused and featured the large coil kit. Is that good?
Yeah, look how close you have to be with even the bigger one on this. So yeah, at first I was like, oh my god, this project's not going to work.
So again, some context. This is the small coil. Can we move this and show the small coil? It's probably like 100 millimeters or so in diameter, right? And then you got your big coil, which is double the size. It's probably 200 millimeters or so, but it's big enough to cover this entire foam core. If Pedro wants to, do you want to show?
Yeah, let me show the back of this.
Okay, I'm just trying to, say that there's two different coils. If you have small Lego builds, you're going to want the small coil. You got something bigger like this Infinity Gauntlet. Look at that giant coil. It's much, much bigger. Here's my hand for scale. So you really need to think about what's the... Hey, look, it's reflective. You really need to think about what size is going to work for your build, your projects. And there's some fun tricks you could do, like having two coils, which John showcases in his Learn Guide. But for us, we have just one coil, as you saw, for this particular build. And then the kit comes with
just the coil,
and the coil driver. And the barrel jack. The large one does. The smaller one, this one here, does not come with a barrel jack. So Pedro has this little screw block terminal power jack, and this is your 2.1 millimeter barrel jack. Pretty standard stuff here. But you did not have to solder it because, hey, screw block terminals, those are nice. But yeah, that's the size of the small one. And as you see here, these smaller ones, they just kind of adorn them on your on your Lego build. But yeah, that's how bright they are.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into the Learn Guide. I'm just piggybacking off of John's guide. I added a 3D printed page on there where you can get all of the files and some of the examples on how we set this up.
Yeah, so this is cool. John's got the little model car, so for model making, this works really well. The way he's turning it off and on is probably just by turning on and off the power supply. We'll talk about the power supply, I guess now, but here is JP's very creative kind of build. Instead of using something like foam core, he's got two pieces of kind of wood that are hollowed out, and that's where the coils are. There's two coils, I believe, here. But yeah, he was able to put this scene together, which is a cool scene from the movie Pulp Fiction. But yeah, as you can see, the larger inductive coil comes with 10 LEDs. It wants 24 volts. The smaller one wants 5 volts. It's just a smaller coil, but it still has these 10. So again, the kits have different sizes of LEDs, correct?
Yes.
Yes, the bigger one has bigger LEDs, and the bigger ones are what Pedro designed, right? So these little blocks that Pedro designed, they're for the larger LEDs. Is that safe to say?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So these smaller ones, you can just throw them in any brick? Will they fit in any brick?
No, they'll rattle around.
They'll rattle around. Okay.
And you'll need like a 2x2 to actually fit those in there. So you got to be a little bit creative on how they set this up. That's why we designed these little bricks, so they can be embedded inside of there and cut down on the size of your build. So if you can cut over to the camera back here, yeah, you can see that you only raise the size of the actual gem just by a little bit for the brick, just to hold that in there. So it'll definitely be a lot more useful if you have to have your brick fit a certain size to
right. So you can fit a brick over, a translucent brick fits over your 3D printed brick. That way it maintains that finish, right?
Yeah, so translucent bricks are the way to go for these, just to get the light to shine through. We had a couple different colors on here, like the green, the yellow, red,
these
blue.
Look really good. They're 3D printed. You can kind of tell they got layer lines.
Yeah.
And the shine of it. Here, let me focus again. Sorry. There we go. So there, you can see the layer lines. Just some regular print settings, 0.2 millimeters layer height.
And the
man,
tolerances
really great.
should work across
nice.
all of the printers.
Yeah. These were printed on the Cruelty. I think if you printed these on the Ultimaker, they'd be a little bit questionable.
Oh, the tolerances of them, yeah.
Yeah.
So I still have some purple and some orange coming in the way, because
cool.
of course those are the two colors that we did not have in translucent. But yeah, there you go.
Good print qualities. Very nice.
Yeah, nice.
I like the color choices you got there. Very I don't know, googly.
Mm-hmm.
Google colors. Okay, so back over to the Learn Guide. Yeah. Things are not in stock, but the little one is in stock. You can get the power supply. There's 2 different power supplies. They're adjustable voltage, which is great, but you're going to want to look at the amperage. This one has 2 amps, and there's another one that has 5 amps. It's not listed here, but yeah, here. Is it here? Yeah, there's 2 of them. There's one with more amps, 5 amps, and there's one with 2 amps. Which one are we using? The one with 2 amps or 5 amps? We don't know.
For this one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the 2 amp one.
Okay. And then for the bigger one, go with the 5 amp one. These are both in stock, these adjustable power supplies, which are great. Okay. And then here's that screw block terminal. You can pick that one up too. And John also links to the wooden enclosure that he got. Probably
Sweet.
from an artsy crafty store. So yeah, those are all the parts, right? Okay. You want to walk through?
Oh, you don't need to do the whole thing.
Yeah, this is very particular to John's build, how he put this together for a little model car. Mm-hmm. So you can check that one out.
Yeah, I'm sure he's did a whole rundown on his show, so we'll skip
cool
that over to
the
the
diffusers. Some good tips there. Tabletop, he did a tabletop build. It's got like a little razor crest from the Mandalorian. Nice Star Wars ship. How to embed them in here, so that's really cool. So not just Lego stuff, right, folks? And then the display, how he's got his display set up here, all the various bits and bobs, and how you can fashion it. I like his little back plate here. It's probably like paper or something. All right, and then what is this page? Lego compatible stuff. There's a whole page. Here's how John fitted in. These are the smaller ones, right?
Yep.
So the smaller ones can just be fitted in there. They rattle a little bit, but you should be fine with the orientation of them as long as they're okay.
Well, if they rattle, they could the orientation
flip.
Yeah.
So just be aware of that. And here's the bricks. What's going on here? We're just talking about the various different ones.
Yep, just the spiel that we already did on the different sizes of them, how they fit in, how they twist in, how you have the little separator to fit 2 of them. And then, of course, the links to edit the design if you have some tolerance differences, or if you want to combine these to make like a different sized customizable brick, like say one that has like 3 studs, 3x1 or something like that, something that fits your specific build. You'll have the Fusion file there, so you can easily edit all that. The sketches and the everything in the timeline is editable, so you can adjust that to your needs. You've got the STLs if you want to just download those and try these out. But as it is the, thanks for correcting me, it is the 1x2 is the size of these, and these fit in pretty much any build, so you should be good to go from there. But if you do want to have it as a 1x1, that should be able to fit on there as well. Just got to adjust the model for that.
Cool.
And there I have a little example of how all of the different stones look, so you can or gems or whatever, infinity stones. What those
bricks.
Look like.
They're
Infinity bricks.
It's not. Yeah, it doesn't have to be infinity stones.
And just taking this green.
The
one
green
out.
one is a really big one. Let me go switch to the camera here.
So I'm just popping this out so you can see how you can stick 2 of them on there to increase the brightness of them.
Yeah, for sure.
And
these are actually green LEDs, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So it just
Not
matches
just
up
green
all the colors.
Okay. Cool.
So that's a nice little way. Man, I keep talking to the mic thinking it's the
All right.
or the camera thinking it's the mic.
All right.
But yeah, that's a nice way to add a bunch of flair to your Lego builds, especially with like. Just gonna say it. Christmas is coming. You know this.
Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all of them.
So definitely a nice little way to dress up your desk for the holidays.
Cool. Okay. If anybody have any questions, comments, go ahead and drop them in the Discord.
Suggestions for other builds.
Yeah. Skirt is sharing some cool rainbow cloud project. That looks really, really cool. It's some 3D printed parts here.
And grab my notes. All right,
Very
cool.
cool.
Let's go ahead and jump. Oh, little temple on a couple of years ago.
Yeah, so well, this is cool. So you have a little tactile tile switch that actuates the circuit here, but it's just some coin cell batteries and a sequin. So if you want to 3D print your own Lego brick, there's a screw in there as well. But very, very clever, super embedded. You can kind of see the battery, the coin cell there. Yeah.
It's one of those, just like this, it's I always get stuck with the miniature project, so it's a little challenging if you're not as dexterous, but...
What year is this from?
I don't remember.
This is a cool kit. They don't sell this kit anymore, but it's like a cool little sciencey...
Research Institute.
Yeah.
I have seen them...
Originally titled the female minifigure set. Yeah, it was a cool one. But yeah, you did some fun stuff here. They're really, really bright in this one.
Yeah, we were comparing what the...
There you go.
The ones that Lego has.
You used some copper tape as well. That was very cool.
Yeah, so we were comparing the brightness of what the Lego ones, the official Lego light-up bricks have, and what we were able to come up with.
That's right.
Definitely
I forgot
a
there's
lot
official
more brighter.
Lego light-up bricks. They come with like this little robot. We got inspired by that one to kind of redo it. So if you got some options, just search for, oh, look at this. You made a custom wiring diagram that showcases the internals. Very cool, very clever.
And if you can't get enough of the Lego stuff, just type in the search for all the Learn Guys Lego, and you'll be inundated
and
with...
if you're a Lego cop, leave us alone. Check out this Lego head.
There's so many we worked on.
You're so mad at us. Try to sue us.
I like the tape one is pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, you did a
clings.
cutie pie Lego thing. Oh yeah, the clingy things. Why is that there? I don't know.
Did you label it?
Doesn't matter. I didn't label Lego in there. It's just yellow. Somehow this shows up as Lego because it's yellow. Anyway, we've done too many Lego projects.
By far my favorite one is, of course, the Lego Adabot. So, perfect for any of your builds.
Yes.
And that should be in the...
print a little police hat.
And of course, he completely comes apart. So it is all modeled after the little minifigs.
Oh my goodness.
So cool. All right. Is that enough Lego?
That's too much Lego. We're going to get sold. We lost everybody.
Go to the new page to show that
you
can't. We carry your stuff, Lego. You can't get mad.
Yeah, we're advertising for you, Lego.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into this week's Where Do We prototyping.
Okay, so that was this week's project. Check it out if you like Lego. Cool. If you don't, that's fine too. You can put them in other things, like model kits. All right, what are we prototyping this week? This week I've been working on the Learn Guide for that Star Trek prop. So let's go ahead and take a look at the overhead. Oh, this is a weird one. All right, so you saw the ray gun blaster. It's a twofer. So this project is a bit of a twofer, like I just said. Oh boy. So yeah, we have this version of it. Very cool handle, and all the electronics are fitted inside the ray gun. We have the Feather M4 with a little amplifier, mini speaker, and an LED. Got a slide switch to turn off and on. My battery's dead, so I can't actually demo it. But hey, magnets are really fun. So this is one iteration of it. In the Star Trek episode, it's a shape shifting prop. So this is the second version of it. It changes into like 5 different versions of the prop. This is the most obscure version of the prop. It kind of looks like a watermelon, and there's these keys, these 9 keys that are on top of it, and there's the little LED there. Same handle, just a different kind of top. I got my little slide switch here. It's a little slide switch holder bit. Speakers right there. I got my speaker holes. Same button. Really, really the same handle. Same sound effects. So Phil B will be writing up some custom code for this, so that when you change when you adjust the slider, it'll change up the sound effects, and these will trigger probably some other sound effects as well. Also using magnets, so this could pop open. Magnets are a really great way to keep something secured but still allow it to be opened. So you can see here I got like a really long ribbon cable. I really like using this silicone covered ribbon cable. It just keeps this all organized, so I didn't have to like use a bunch of heat shrink tubing. I could just keep the ribbon cable. There's 10 wires here, which is exactly what I need. 1 ground and 9 signals, and that's really cool. And if you're ever making a prop, I definitely recommend picking up these Molex and JST connectors. using them intermittently or interchangeably. I don't know. Use them. They're really great because now I can still take apart all this stuff, and it's nice because I don't have to install it and then solder it in place. I can just disconnect everything and completely dismantle it, which makes documenting a lot easier. So yeah, pretty cool. And the magnets are, I get them from KJ Magnets. They're a great reseller, distributor of these rare earth magnets. But yeah, that's there's plenty of room in there for other stuff, but this is what we got for now. The feather and the amplifier. Don't need a prop maker feathering because we don't really need the accelerometer or anything. But yeah. And keys. These are the Kale box white variants of the key switches. So they're real key switches, and these are those DSA style profile keycaps. But yeah, this will hopefully be ready for next week, just in time for Halloween, right? But yeah, this is that new filament that we've been playing with. It's silky and metallic and very, very shiny. But yeah, slide switch holders, very nice. So yeah, that is what we're prototyping. More obscure props. And this is pretty much the same as last week, just different filament. It's very, very shiny and reflective. Yeah, but pretty decent print quality. Again, printed on the Crealties. And there you go. So that is what we're working on. Learn guide next week. Hopefully, maybe a video too. We might be able to do all of that next week.
Very shiny.
Really cool. So that's what we're prototyping this week. Any comments? Can anybody guess what episode of Star Trek, the animated series, that's from?
People do know.
Yes.
Riley on Twitch was asking the best way to diffuse LEDs for a project they're working on, a staff with rooms that light up, and they want to figure out the best way to diffuse the LEDs so they don't have any bright spots.
Yeah.
I commented with either having a higher density LED strip or moving the LEDs like further away from the walls.
Yeah. The more distance you have from your light source, the more illuminated and evenly diffused your thing is going to be.
And if you jump over to the overhead, I can quickly show the example of that between having something that is translucent and something that is what this is called natural white. So you can kind of see the diffuse. It's kind of bright in here.
It is bright in here, so it's going to affect.
Yeah, like more softer diffusion on this one, and this one's a little bit more sharper.
I got something.
There you go.
Yeah.
And in the way that
There's
I have
hotspot, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the hotspot's right there, but on the top it's a little bit more diffused because it is further away.
You can spray paint or sand as well. You can sand down the surface of whatever object you have, and that can help to soften up the diffusion.
Yeah, it's a good tip too.
Yeah, but yeah, it can be very difficult to get a nice even diffuse if you don't have space. The more space, the better. It's really difficult when you have something that's really tight. Close quarters.
Yeah, you can just see the difference on there because it's closer to this wall, but if it's further away, like it is on this one, you can see the diffusion.
Yeah,
put this on.
More. Yeah, look at that.
You can see the hot spot on that one too.
Transparent and then translucent.
So yeah, the filament will also
the
play. The
battery's probably low on this one.
Yeah, the
coin cell
material will also play a huge role in the diffusion as well.
Righto. Cool. Good question. I like that.
All right. I think we are jumping into
Shop Talk.
Shop Talk?
All right, Shop Talk this week featuring some brand new code from FelB. So these are the LED glasses, the new LED glasses from Adafruit. 117 LEDs here. So let's go ahead and power them up. I'm using the BLE board, which is a Bluetooth, CircuitPython, or Arduino board. And let's plug it in and take a look at the code. So the latest code, Pedro, if you want to paste in the link to the code, it's up now and available on GitHub. So if you got your pair of specs, you can play around with this code. So this code takes a bitmap, a sprite sheet bitmap, and animates them. Very, very cool. So the rings are a separate bitmap, and the grid is a separate bitmap. They get animated through FelB's code, and we have documentation how to create these animated sprite sheets. It's just a single bitmap, and the height of the bitmap is what the frames are, and the code just kind of steps through them to create an animation. So that's how you can a new way of creating animations, a new way for the glasses anyway. So that's really cool. So that's what you're seeing here is these 2-bit maps, and I will show you the Learn Guide. It's documented, and there's some nice visuals to showcase how this exactly works. So let me go over yonder. Right? Maybe this one, because I can showcase both of them. So yeah, the Adafruit iLights LED Glasses and Driver Learn Guide was updated. So I can click on that, and I'll show you the page. It's probably under the CircuitPython starter projects. And then it's called Bit BMP, stands for bitmap. So here you go, and there's Phil B's. Let me switch to the full view. So yeah, these are the bitmaps, and this shows you how the bitmap stores the frames vertically, kind of like a vertical film strip, if you will. And you can see that this is frame 0, 1, 2, etc. And it's they're very, very small bitmaps. It's 18 by 5 pixels for the grid, and for the rings, it's 48 by 48, I believe. So you can see here how the ring layout is, and the numbering here. So this is the bitmap for the rings. So you have 2 different bitmaps, one for the rings and one for the grid. And then this shows you where in time it's advancing. So it's a little bit different. Yeah. And here's some more explanation, and it's all commented and stuff, so you can play around with it. But yeah, the code is available now on GitHub, and you can download the bitmaps that are supplied here by Phil B, or you can create your own. There's some documentation up here. Yeah, this guide on sprite sheet animations. This one talks about more sprite sheet animations, kind of the essentials of it and stuff. I actually use this third-party software called Sprite, which allows you to generate a film strip style thing here. So here's one of the bitmaps that JP put together showing a walking cycle, and this was for the LED Matrix Portal project. So it's nice to see that the CircuitPython code is adaptable for different chips and different styles of LEDs. So that's cool. It's the power of CircuitPython, right? But check those out. And back over to the overhead, you can see the glasses are still running that bitmap. And if you want to see me wear them, well, here we go. They fit over my glasses just fine. And I think I broke them. Let me unplug it and plug it back in. I might be shorting it out.
I was going to say,
because it looks like it is. Yeah, right? My glasses are metal frames. They're conductive. So I feel a little bit of a buzz in my head. I wonder what that is. From a distance, they look really cool. You can really see the wave. I put this animation together in After Effects. Yeah. But you could use whatever animation software, I suppose. Pedro's taking a picture of our pooch who's in the closet right now. Wish I could show you guys.
I could show him.
Go in the overhead. This is our Poochie Rufio.
He decided to make a bed where all of our fabrics are stored.
Yeah, Brandy's fabrics. And he just fashioned himself a bed.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
A comment from Susan on the Discord is saying, happy to see many guides with glasses. So many cool ideas, yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of demo code to play with, accelerometer-based ones, audio-based ones. Check it out. Yeah, there's lots of funness going on with these LED glasses.
Yeah, it'll definitely last beyond the holidays into
all year round.
All year round, yeah.
All Festivuses.
I've already thinking, like for Valentine's Day, it'd be like a heart,
2 hearts beating,
scrolling,
saying I love you.
Yeah. All right, now it is time for and everybody's liking the BMP code.
Yeah, it's excellent. It's really, really well. What would you say? You can do a bunch of different things with this method of animating. All of these animations are bitmap sprite sheets. The party parrot. Imagine seeing the little party parrot in these 2 eyes. That would be cool. That'd be wild style.
There are two of them.
Yes. There's also Blinky Eye Code. I don't think I showed that off, huh?
No, you did not.
Yeah, there's Phil B made his own version of the Blinky Eyes. Thankfully, he has a learn guide. He talks about it. Give me a second here.
I was gonna say, please post that direct link to that one. It's so cool.
Yeah, there's Phil. Oh, his GIFs are great. So yeah, it blinks. It looks around randomly. You can change the brightness and the colors, of course. But that's available right now on the GitHubs. Check it out.
Grab the link so I can post that direct one. And this is the guide by Katney.
Katney and Phil B, they collabed.
Yes. That one is this one.
Just reminds you of like the stream from Ghostbusters.
It does.
It's pretty cool. I think the colors are flipping out the camera. It keeps changing the color temperatures.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And then comment on Twitch by Rydell. Saying, yeah, they're going to do the rune print in clear resin and sand it and see how far they can go with the LEDs being close to the inner wall.
These have a strange side effect of making you goofy. Gotta work on my party parrot head thing.
Don't break your neck on that one.
Yeah, I know.
Ring, where is it?
Yeah, I definitely recommend putting a rubber band on the back there. It keeps it on your head.
Oh, I was going to show the frame of what that looks like with the LED glasses kit that was put into the store, but I think one of the kids took it somewhere.
Yeah, I saw Gavin. He took it. Yeah, sorry, Gavin. All right. Well, that is shop talk. No, we have one more shop talk thing. Every year I try to design something new, and this year I didn't have time, so I made a very, very simple decor for our mailbox. This is a Ninjaflex Bat Beanie, is what I'm calling it. It's a little cap that's printed Ninjaflex, and it just press fits over this little dome bit of our mailbox, and then I have these little bat wings. So let me show you on the overhead what it looks like. Give me a second to reconfigure my aperture. Oh man. Turn on autofocus. Yeah, so this is a Ninjaflex 3D print. This is the inside of it. You can see that that's what Ninjaflex looks like when you have some crazy overhangs. But how do you print a shape like this and avoid support materials? You print it in two pieces. So I have these little slots, and one of the coolest things about the Ninjaflex and flexible filaments is that you can design these shapes that can be press fitted into other shapes. Like if you were to print this in Ninjaflex, it's just impossible to do because you don't have that ability to kind of press things in and squish them and that sort of thing. So that little geometry here, is just bigger than the slot, and that allows it to kind of squish in there. And it's a great method of getting a multi-part thing assembled without any glue, screws. It just press fits, and it just kind of hangs out in there, and the tolerances don't really matter too much because it's floppy, and it's supposed to be floppy anyway. So that's really cool. And then because of the shape, it kind of creates a suction to the top of the dome. And I didn't even clean this up because it's a little stringy still. But yeah, this is the harder, 90A, 85A Ninjaflex
85.
Cheetah.
Oh,
it's not as elastic, but it still has that properties where you can kind of squeeze things into other spaces. And you can see here I have some under extrusion. It kind of broke here, but it doesn't really matter because you're not seeing it.
There's a reason behind it. You use regular PLA settings on that, and it still worked.
No, not PLA settings. I just used a different printer profile. We have a Creality version 2 and a Creality version 3. One is a direct drive, the other one is a Bowden, and it's still printed out pretty good, even though I selected the wrong...
So you printed on the 3 with the 2's
yes,
profile. Okay,
exactly.
So the retraction was too high for it.
And you can see here, I even forgot to remove the skirt from the previous print. But hey, one of the tips that I found, thanks to Pedro, is that you can print Ninjaflex on a PEI textured build It won't fuse so as long as you rip it off the bed while it's still warm. Is that safe?
Yeah, or just heat it back up to 50.
But yeah, you can see that texture here. It's that powder coated PEI sheet. It really adds a nice texture to it. And there's the front. That looks really cool too. It's about 1.5 millimeters thick. With this extra extrusion here, this is probably 3 millimeters thick. So it prints in about half an hour. Really cool if you wanted to put on your head. You can make a little bat cap, your little beanie. I gave this to Declan, Paige's child, little baby. He's like 2 years old, and he was putting it on his head. It looks super cute. So if you made a bigger one, I suppose you could do that. I also put it on Rufio. I didn't get a chance to snap a picture because he hates pictures. So I don't know. Maybe that's torturous to do. Don't do that to your animals. But yeah, that's all I got for this Halloween. Something really quick and simple. Ninjaflex. Great way to print flexible stuff with no supports. You can rip off both wings. Oh, the carnage. And I don't know what else.
Let's look up when is Halloween. Oh, it's next Sunday. Yeah.
Maybe I can make a bow tie. This reminds me of a project I saw from Amy Double D. She had these little bat wings for your shoes. Yeah. That was really cool. So, you could do a lot of fun stuff with Ninjaflex. You don't have to have this super complicated design. So hopefully this inspires... Come on, the damn camera. So I hope this inspires y'all to think about some simple decor stuff and utilizing some of the features of Ninjaflex. Yeah. And then here's the... the only picture I took of the mailbox.
It's a nice little subtle decoration for your mailbox.
Yeah, I really like the two-piece setup where you can, do this sort of design without making it one piece. Just split it into two pieces or design them separately. So that's the shop talk. Cool.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead and jump into this week's community makes.
All right, Timelapse Tuesdays. Every Tuesday we find some designs from the community and we 3D print it. This week
got some Denture Bit Holders. This was another recommendation from PT. Yeah, this was being posted on Twitter, and it was getting hitting the rounds. So it's two pieces that you can use some what are they called? M4 or 5 screws to hold this together, and you have a hinged mouth.
It opens. Yeah, you're supposed to put magnets inside. We didn't want to waste all of our magnets, so. We just didn't put any magnets. They have a bit of a, tolerances get loose and tight in certain areas, but that's what the magnets are for. It's supposed to be embedded. We don't have to do that. You can just press fit them in and make do. But hey, let's take a look at the video. So, what can you say about the print?
Yeah, so you can kind of see, no supports, you can kind of see in the video where the magnets are supposed to be embedded. So there's supposed to be a Z stop. Or a layer height where you stop at to pause the printer, embed those in there. Definitely recommend doing that because it's a really cool way to have all your bits in one spot like that. And you just can't beat the theming of these, especially for Halloween. It's a really good way to store all of your bits. I lost count of how many, but we were able to store all, one of the kits that where they all come with.
Correct?
Yeah. Funny story on that. One of a dentist that follows us on Twitter saying that he approves of this design.
Okay. For educational purposes, maybe?
Yeah. I'm hoping it's not that he requires all of these bits for use while he's practicing.
That's a fun one.
But yeah, we're just using the translucent PLA on this, and yeah.
Okay, let me pull up
nice
the
themed way
page here.
To store all your bits.
This is a design on Thingiverse by
IPO something.
Through my online store alone,
sorry, folks. Did that not work? What? Wrong link. Oh boy. Here we go. These glasses make... No, I'm just kidding. I was going to say the glasses. But no, I can see fine. I can see clearly. So here we go. By iplop. Yep.
Yes.
Thingiverse user iplop. Denture Bit Holder with magnets. Very, very cool. Yeah, there you go. There's a look at the... Oh my god, is that like a little Adafruit sensor on their nozzle?
Wow. Well, this
We
is
had
more
no
interesting.
idea. Yeah, we had no idea that this was here. Is it? What is it? I think it's a
Look at the
proximity
temperature.
sensor.
Oh,
Right?
That's like a probe. Or maybe it's a
Yeah.
sensor.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
We're more interested
pictures?
in that. Yeah, I like the way the magnets are the north and south poles are labeled there.
Mm.
Very cool. Gyroid infill is definitely the right infill for this sort of thing. That's where you want to pause it here at this layer height.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and there's a video too.
Sweet.
So, very cool. So cool. Great design by iplop.
Yeah, I saw this posted a couple weeks ago, but
Yeah,
as
buy it
it
on
started,
Timelapse. Sorry. You was gonna
as
say-
it's the trending, yeah.
You can purchase on Etsy too if you want to help the modeler out. And there's some tips here on working with the magnets. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, it's a really good way to label your north and south poles.
North and south. All right, so that is this week's community makes. Shout out.
Very appropriately themed.
Perfect. Yes.
Rawr, 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 rawr.
Yes. Careful, they'll fall out. Oh no, my teeth are falling out. My bits are falling out.
It's my worst dream.
Oh. What do you folks think? Any fun comments? No. Okay.
It says the diameter of the magnets in the post, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Folks are very quiet. Good.
It's a Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it.
Is that really it?
Yeah, I got a couple other stuff we can't show yet because it's not nowhere near done. But
Really?
continuing on later today.
Yeah. We invite you to come on the show and tell later tonight, hosted by Mr. and Mrs. Lady Ada. Very cool. That's Wednesdays every 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the Wednesday, and then shortly after at 8 p.m. is Ask an Engineer, a full hour of Lamar and Phil, open source hardware, Python on newsletter.
And all of the awesome projects and products coming out later.
Yeah. Cool. Don't forget, the Halloween Hackfest is still going on. If you want to enter in your project, get some Adafruit credits.
And it doubles if you use Adafruit
Yeah.
products inside the project. So
That's right.
it's definitely worth it for that. And then tomorrow, don't forget.
JP's workshop.
Yes.
Wait, JP, where are you? There you are.
Yep.
He's throughout the week. But yeah, on Thursdays and Tuesdays, JP. But Thursdays, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And then Friday, Deep Dives with Scott at 2 p.m. Pacific Time or 5 p.m. Eastern. And then Sundays, Lady Yoda did a stream at 6 p.m., which is the earliest I've ever seen. So very cool. On Sundays, mostly.
And
That's a
then
reference from Aliens.
rounding out at third end of the week. Start off on Tuesday.
Wait, sorry,
No,
Mondays.
Monday.
I'm all over the place. I'm so sorry. These glasses, they make me goofy. So every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, CircuitPython meeting. Great way to catch the CircuitPython devs and the community. Find out what they're working on. Tuesdays, JP, product pick of the week. Wednesdays, me and Pedro. But also show and tell and ask engineer. And we've looped around. Pages reading.
Oh, it's Katney in the. She was confused on why it was called Denture Bits, but she gets the reference now.
Oh, right, yeah.
And a funny pun from Andy. It's a fill-in project.
Fillings.
Yeah, they definitely recommend everybody print these out. Yours is so cool.
Yeah, how's our Infinity Gauntlet?
Oh, that's good.
It's missing the green stone.
Oh yeah, I took it off the show.
It's missing the... There it is. What is it?
This
The
part,
the Mind Stone? The Time Stone? Space-Time Stone.
Oh man, we didn't talk about the actual build of it. Such a good office build. I ordered 2, so I'm gonna send one into the office because I don't need 2.
PT doesn't...
But it's definitely a really
You didn't
good
hear
thing
that,
because all the employees can we already know what
yeah, they're gonna make
hand gesture they're
this
gonna
one.
do.
This one. This hand gesture, of course.
That among any others.
The pinky? The pinky?
And that's
Everybody
gonna do it
wants
for
to
this week
pinky
on 3D
promise.
Hangouts. Thank you all for
I'm
joining.
so sorry. All right. How do we end the show?
That's it. Everybody have
hope
good
to see
luck
you
with your maker
tonight
endeavors.
on
But
the
until then, make a
show
great
and tell.
day.
Bye.
See you next week.
See you, folks. Good luck. Have fun.